Bom, vou continuar então Alan Wake remasterizado aqui no PlayStation 5, Play 5
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed out rider. The man
e
was
vambora.
sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hands shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
Peraí, galera, tô só arrumando um negócio aqui.
I
Tava
hope there'd
arrumando
still
a
be a
thumb
working
do
generator somewhere
vídeo
around here to power up the
anterior.
old lights by the gate.
Ah, que é isso, cara? Que susto.
Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Ai, ai. O que eu acho que torna o jogo um pouco meio repetitivo é isso aí, cara. Toda vez o cara perde a arma, mas tem que conseguir de novo. Tentando correr. Ah, velho, você tá de brincadeira, cara. Tá quase, Alan.
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
É óbvio que eu quero. Acho que eu não vou querer essa lanternona grande aqui, rapaz.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
Ai, droga.
The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before.
Então os velhinhos lá já manja já. Os velhinhos lá já manja então.
Left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
Tem um X aqui, cara. Ah, filha da mãe. Eu acho que eu vou ignorar eles, mano. Ah, mentira, cara. Ah, velho, olha isso, você aperta pra desviar, não desvia, velho. Nossa. Eu não vou enfrentar eles, mano. Culpa desse asmático aí, velho. Ah, olha isso aí, velho. Meu Deus do céu. Dá sossego, cara. Ah, olha que lixo, olha que lixo, olha que lixo. Ah, tomar banho, velho. Que asmático. Nossa, dá até vontade de tirar o jogo do ar, velho. Ah, desinstalar essa merda aí. Ah, tomar banho, velho. Que lixo. Idiota, mano. O Alan Wake é um sedentário de merda. Ah, eu fico bravo mesmo, mano. Nossa, que merda, cara. Os caras querem fazer um jogo onde o cara não consegue correr, mano. Ah, sai pra lá. Ai, ai, ele cansou bem na hora de desviar, velho. Vai a merda. Tá faltando um pouquinho pra ele chegar lá na luz, velho. Ele já cansou, velho. Já cansou esse monte de merda já. Isso é brincadeira, cara. Fizeram uma batata. Uma batata.
Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Please! What are you? Ah! No! Don't! I'm sorry! Ah! Ah!
O cara teve um leve derrame aqui em cima, mas tá bom. Nossa.
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's suddenly the bad guy. Who wrote this crap anyway?
Ele fica apontando pra cá toda hora, cara. Não tem nada ali. Morreu. Cadê a porta?
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape.
I'm going to change.
I'm now the protagonist.
Seu fela da mãe. Não vai vir pra cima de mim, não.
Let me guess. Danny, huh? Even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my
The
own
front
story.
door was locked.
I need help. Zane's going to be the one who'll help me. I'll make it happen. The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
Tem um viado morto aqui. Recuperei meus itens de novo. My items.
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I made it this far myself.
Velho do
Barry
céu.
was Barry.
Devia ter coisa naquela casa ali, mas... Vamos pra fazenda logo. Que isso, meu irmão. You gotta be kidding me. Hum. Nananina não. Não vai me vencer assim. Eita, poxa. Tá baita na fazenda aqui agora. Será pra gente dar uma luteada? Não. Nesta casa não. E naquele celeiro ali? Tem coisa pra cá sim. Aqui dentro deste celeiro mesmo. Tem algo que pode nos ser útil. Tá aqui. Muito bom. Agora estamos bem de novo. É grandão, né? Já tô vendo que é o grande. Falei que era o grande. Irmão, entenda uma coisa. You not going anywhere. Vambora. Cadê o Barry?
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
Eita, um palco.
Ow! Run! Incoming! There's too many of them! God damn!
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Bronson.
Shut up and shoot! Ow! We have to
Copyrighted.
set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out!
Ah, mano, meu Deus, eu tô apertando. Faz meia hora pra jogar essa bosta desse sinalizador no chão, ele não joga. Mano, que ódio.
Glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Bronson.
Puta jogo mentiroso, cara. Nossa, que ódio desse jogo, velho. Meu Deus do céu.
Set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out!
Nunca vi um jogo tão zoado pra fazer comando na minha vida. Vem aqui, vem.
They are trying to kill us. That's the high point of my life? Really?
Foi. Boom.
That was awesome!
Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
Hey, Al! This way to the farm!
Calma aí, ó. Esse jogo não faz os comandos que a gente pede, cara. Apertando ele carregadores, ele demorou um tempão, olha lá. Os caras têm um pôster aí.
Bestseller, no reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time. We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me.
Preciso chegar ali. Preciso chegar ali.
Hey, I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al?
I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive.
Wow! You look at that thing, Al! They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they?
Os caras têm uns escudos de viking.
Must have done okay for themselves. So how come I never heard of these guys before?
And this from the guy who learned about Ozzy Osbourne through reality TV?
Sleep. We all spend a third of
Oh,
our
Night
dreams in its
Springs.
soft embrace,
Man,
somewhere
it's
between
back memories.
fantasy and
Hey,
oblivion.
remember when I got you that gig?
Night
First real
Springs.
writing job. What got you started?
Life,
Oh, is this one of your
vice
episodes?
versa. In Night Springs.
Night Springs. Ding.
The dream of dreams.
That's by someone else.
We join
Ding.
Mr.
Ding.
Jones'
Ding.
to a sudden stop by a decidedly mundane situation. A long line of people. Hey, Jones, right? Listen, we're gonna have to wait until his highness over there is good and ready.
Oh, wow. Who's that? You don't know him? What are you, new? He's the guy dreaming us. Well, not just us. He dreams everything. All of this. But wait, no. I'm the one who's dreaming. I'm asleep. Isn't this my dream? Oh, yeah. Sure. Get real, pal. You're just another dream. I'm a dream. You're a dream. The weirdo in the diving suit is a dream. And the girl made of smiles and sunshine is definitely a dream. But I'm pretty sure I'm dreaming.
Sunshine
Maybe
que
you're
best
really
like
confused.
this.
What am I, a shrink? All I know is I'm going with the smart guys, and they say that's the guy doing the dreaming.
cara, tem uns carrinhos abandonados ali.
No chases where the monster is nipping at his heels and he runs like crazy, but his legs don't seem to get him anywhere. None of that. Because if he wakes up in a cold sweat,
None of that.
yeah, precisely. So we wait till he wants to move on. Keep things nice and calm.
Olha um barco ali.
It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back.
Coming back.
The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
Os caras tinham até ariete. Demora pra carregar, meu Deus do céu. Ô, lanterninha ruim essa aqui, hein? Acho que a outra ainda era melhor, cara. Ah, se quer correr, corre, mano. Que é isso, cara? Do nada, assim. Surgiu uns par. Ah, venham, venham todos. Você derrotou 4 possuídos com um único tiro de sinalizador. Seus trouxas. Achei que o carro ia vir pra cima.
Wow! Those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out of here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff.
The door was barred from the other side. I'd have to find another way.
careful, Al!
Alan Wake. Be careful now. Tem gente andando no teto. Eu não assustei. Você queria que eu me assustasse, mas eu não me assusto.
I'm good. Keep your eyes open, okay?
Radio.
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it?
Festa do Cervo.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about that, Thornton. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just saying we got, other irons to fry.
And how would you compare your workload to last year's? Things have seemed relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild. There's been all sorts of trouble this year. Vandalism, fighting, public disturbances. A lot of people gone missing, too. Yeah, it's pretty much the usual stuff, Pat. Just, a lot more of it.
Now, is it just me, or does Deerfest get wilder every year? People seem to be more drunk, at least, or they start earlier and younger.
Oh, it's definitely not just you, Pat, but... Definitely, Pat. Hey, I'm talking here, Thornton. Oh, shoot, I lost my train of thought.
Not just me.
Oh, yeah, it's wilder, Pat, but actually most of the trouble seems to be coming from grown men. People who ought to know better, Kids are doing fine this year.
Well, that's nice
Yeah,
to hear.
they're done fine
Boys, I want to
there.
thank you for stopping by. I'll let you get back to your patrol.
Sure thing, Pat. Yeah, sure thing, Pat.
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the
Essa
landlings
casa,
of burned out geriatric wrecks. They had
ela
to
me
be
lembra muito uma missão lá do State of Decay, jogo do Xbox. Tem uma missão que é numa fazenda assim, que você entra e tem que ficar dentro da casa. Aí você vai fazendo as barricadas, tudo é a mesma coisa, cara. Até aqui o quintalzinho. Brincadeira, trator. Como assim, velho? Como assim, mano? Como assim, cara? Eu não aguento mais. Eu não aguento mais esse trator. Boa. Ele deixou alguma coisa pra nós aqui? Cara, tem hora que eu acho que é pra ser difícil e é muito fácil. E tem hora que é pra ser fácil e é muito difícil. Eu não entendo Isso aqui é pra eu cair do outro lado, né? Abra a porta para o Barry. Ah, a gente vai ter que vir aqui primeiro. Abrir a porta para o Barry. Open the door for Barry.
Al? Is that you
I
out
had
there,
to find a
buddy?
key to get Barry out.
Yeah, it's me. Hang on. I'll try to find a key to get the door open.
Hey, what's the holdup? Come on, this place is all dusty. You know I got my allergies.
Alergia, tá com medo, isso sim.
Come on. Hey, let's go, man.
Hey, let's go, man.
I think we're gonna have to work together to open this gate, Al. Looks pretty heavy. Ah! Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there. This farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
Valhalla.
Come on, one more gate. Let's do this.
Cheguemos. Oh God, you know the truth. Os velhos deuses sabem a verdade.
The lights are out. I guess we better check the fuse box.
The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
Cara, os caras gostam de escudo, hein? Tem escudo em tudo quanto é canto. Tá maluco, cara. Foguetes. Uma garrafa de café no banheiro.
You know, this place looks kind of lived in. I thought the Andersons were in the movie age.
Bloqueia essa respiração de fundo aí. Dum, dururururum.
Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw
The
myself
silence
run toward
of
the
the
cabin,
night.
flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy drunken dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself.
Lockage. Lockage.
Let's get the lights on, huh?
Não, copyright.
Hear
Não.
that, Al? Music?
Of course.
Não, não tá ouvindo não.
That's the message the Andersons
O
told
problema não é nem
That's the whole
a
reason we're
desmonetização,
here.
velho. O problema é que tem. Pode ser que o vídeo não vá pro ar, velho, em alguns países. E eu não sei se o Brasil tá incluso.
Cynthia Weaver.
Que sono, cara. Desliga essa música aí, velho. Ah. Oh, da hora a música. Da hora, mano. Da hora. Muito louco, velho. Interessante.
Okay. We need
Ok.
to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey,
Oh,
Al.
gods
Lots of
of
effort before dawn.
Asgard.
Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry, this is... Yeah, what the hell?
que não, né?
I'm sorry about this. No, seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? And even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, God damn it.
Correct.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
Os caras desmaiaram agora, olha lá. Que esse foi esse foco aí, não? Divers Isley. Primeira pessoa.
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming. It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine.
Bird
I
leg
was there,
cabin.
an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off. I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crash car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. Beyond this lost memory, there was nothing. I had to follow the footsteps of my past self to find out what had happened that night. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
A água tá bonita pra caramba, cara.
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
Yes.
The dark presence had touched me.
Susto.
She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
Caraca, a mulher é uma anã, véi.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You laugh at the whole thing together and put it behind
Alice?
you. She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her. Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her.
Entendido.
Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back.
Que é isso, cara?
No. I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobwebs she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. It will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my Barbara a long time ago. She looks so old.
I'd woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape.
Foi aí que ele bateu o carro?
The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night.
Foi assim que ele bateu o carro. E a gente achando que ele só tinha... E eu achando que ele só tinha spawnado lá.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault and you're gonna pay for it.
Vixe. Aí, agora. Fim do episódio 4.
Previously on Alan Wake.
Talvez sonhar. Ah, então foi isso que aconteceu. O nome do troféu.
Making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. Some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story.
Together we can create something absolutely wonderful.
The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. My mom gave me this old light switch.
The clicker.
Alice is being kept in a dark prison. I need to find Cynthia Weaver to fix this.
It's your fault and you're gonna pay for it.
Well, we're expecting a record crowd from the neighboring counties. Naturally, we hope to break the record set by last year's Moose Fest in our neighboring town, Walkery. Ladies and gentlemen, some people have asked me, what's the big deal about Deer Fest? And I think that this sums it up.
Sheriff Station.
And community. We've got a great party coming up, but let's try to hold it in until tomorrow and get through the night in one piece, all right?
I have it. Someone will come for it when the time is right. Thomas said so. He wrote it. The key is insurance. It's my job to keep it safe. Safe in the light. Always in the light.
All the manuscript pages were gone. The FBI agent had taken them.
I think my tongue just took a crap in my mouth. Ugh. Oh, wait, we're in jail now? Hell, this is not good.
That about sums it up.
Oh, I am never drinking again.
I need to talk to Weaver. She's the one in the song. The Lady of the Light.
What, the crazy lady? Ugh, whatever you say, Al, but we're stuck here. They're not gonna...
even interviewed Wake.
I had some reading to do first, Sheriff, and let me tell you, it was an interesting read. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent. There's no way you're walking out of here. You hear me in there, Bret Easton Ellis? Huh?
Agent Nightingale, I want to talk to your superior.
Well, we all want things, Sheriff. I wanted my... Look, that's not possible right now.
Agent Nightingale, I insist. Wake, what's wrong?
Lady, are you stupid? It's a trick. It's an obvious trick.
Okay, I've had enough of this crap. Wake, I'm gonna trust you with this.
You're joking.
Agent Nightingale, your opinion would matter more if you were sober and if I actually believed you were here on official business.
Whoa! Get back in the cell, Stephen King. The only way you're leaving this place is over my dead... Wait a minute. I know this...
Oh my God!
Light. We need light. It's the only way to...
Oh my
Al
god!
tried to make sense of the manuscript. It was disjointed and strange. He didn't understand half of it, but it all rang true. Impossibly true. He took out his hip flask when he reached the page that described how he reached the page that made him take out his hip flask. It wasn't the booze that made his mind reel. Like this thing.
In my office. I've got your things there. Follow me.
Oh man, we're sitting ducks with the lights out.
Stay cool.
Nightingale felt the situation veering out of his control, but the gun at least felt steady in his hands. He was ready to fire, resolved that he would let this happen over his dead body. And yet he hesitated. He had seen this moment before, read it in the page. He was transfixed by the deja vu and the horror that he was a character in a story someone had written. Then the monstrous presence burst in behind him and dragged him into the night.
Ok, manos, eu vou encerrando por aqui esse episódio. Eu vejo vocês no próximo. Muito obrigado por ter assistido, manos. Valeu, falou, tamo junto, fui!